I really don't think people really get it yet. And I know on the surface that's what it looked like, but it's more like this. You don't ask yourself where the formulations come from, like where people get the idea to be a certain way from, which automatically takes you away from your original essence, first and foremost. Instead of trying to even say that you this, that, and the third, just understand why you even dealing with these particular rhetorics in the first place. And then you ask yourself, if this is in existence and this is taking place, why? Then that ultimately means that somebody chose the pieces and you are part of the pieces, right? So once you understand that, then you know that the whole concept of good and bad, the box situation, is given by an entity that's placed in that same circumstance. So in order for you to be a part of that world, you have to give into this entity. Thus, that places you within the box, right? So first and foremost, before even blaming the entity for things that happen in your life, we got to be honest with ourselves. When did you give in? Because that's the first thing you need to work on, is the reason why you gave in to whatever this entity that's attached to you. You know what I'm saying? So people don't, you rather have a defense against it while you out here doing messed up shit. That ain't gonna work. You can't have one foot in and one foot out. You can't be scared and still deal with the bullshit. Like, it don't work like that. So that's just the reality. You know what I mean? But um the box is formulated off of the aspect of you making a choice to be in that type of mentality. When you choose to go against obedience, you end up falling victim to the circumstances of this. Now it produces every level of fear, every level of being warranted or warned, every level of whatever comes with that for you to try to protect yourself. So the question that kind of disappears, like, why do you even need to protect yourself if you ain't in that situation? Like, what's the need to be righteous if you ain't already in that energy? That's why I said in my last bill, the world, when you came into this world, the world was teaching you how to walk away from your divinity. So ultimately, you know what I'm saying, you choosing to do the right thing is supposed to be inlaid into the actions of who you are as an individual. So then every facet of what you are, it manifests these values. You're here to be the flow of whatever energy that represents. You're here to be the flow because people are trapped in a calcification. Even inside their physical world, you're calcified into this world. So somebody helping you remove the blocks, right, that's in your way, that helps you get to your golden road in life, is divine. Because the golden road is going to put you on your full comfortability of the thought patterns that divine has for you. That's going to rise you all the way out of the calcification. So now, whatever good situations come in your life that's helping you get forward, it's a difference. You got situations that seem like they're helping you, and then situations that really help you because they remove blocks. They remove blocks and they help you just punch through that calcification till you get to your golden road. And when you on that golden road, you can flow the way you're supposed to. Everybody got to get there, but most people are built different in their mind, so they don't get a chance to see their blockages, or they won't come to grips with their blockage, or won't acknowledge the fact that they have these situations that they're dealing with. You'll just try to find some other facet to blame. You know what I'm saying? When all actuality, every game that's played, you gotta accept it before, you know what I'm saying, it plays a role. So before you sit there and blame something, talking about something did this to you or whatever, ask yourself, when did you accept it? It might be in this life or the last life. You might have a characteristic with you that just move like that. You know what I'm saying? Are you accepting the people right now that's around you? You know what I'm saying? Like, overbearingly. You know what I mean? Do you have this type of characteristic that goes with a particular value? You got to understand what this means. You know what I mean? So if you don't got self-control and understand the whole retrospect of what that looked like, it's almost pointless to even start talking about protecting yourself from a value that you threw yourself into. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, all right, I understand, but if you purposely are playing with shit you got no understanding on, then what do you think is gonna happen? That's called intention. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it's gonna be. But ultimately, you don't gotta make the choice. You can make a different choice. And it might not come with all the values of all that experience, but you get a chance to be safe and grow through wisdom. So it's your choice at the end of the day. You can choose or choose not. That's the same thing as being chosen or choosing not to be chose. Same thing. NAGA.